So basically, we have another Battlefield title that's going to be released in 2016, but we don't know what deck it's going to be or what it's going to look like. However, we had a leak, a sentence that we were discovering, and we're trying to put like ideas and details in our head to figure out what is it going to be or mean exactly. But what's up, everyone? My name is Straight Overlord or Straight Away. I'm here today on Battlefield 4. Gonna be discussing a new thing that's a Battlefield title that's going to be released in 2016, or possibly close to 2016 if I'm correct. And whatsoever, I'm trying to show my support from Battlefield Bad Company 2 or World War II style type games, where in this case I'm using the M16A4 with the ACOG scope, and I don't know if I have grip, but if I unlock it, then I will use it. If I don't, then I already have it on. And I am also going to add the railing as well too. Because if you're a fan of Battlefield and a fan of Battlefield Bad Company 2 and want to see Battlefield Bad Company 3, then why don't you go ahead and use this setup and use it. An ACOG scope, M16 ACOG scope, grip, and the railing as well too. You probably know when I say railing, but it's that railing that I said in Battlefield 4. If you're in Battlefield 3, it's the same thing goes as applies. Now, doesn't matter what pistol you're using, whether you can use the M1911 or the M14 and M412 Rex, but it still fits to my standards because I'm using it as well. Now, back to the topic. I mean, we're talking about a Battlefield 2016 title that's going to be released, and the question is, what do you mean by that? Now, it was said that the next title will be released, set back to its own military style roots. And this gives us some ideas, or less ideas, saying, what does this exactly mean? I mean, if you know what this means, then you probably would have to have so many ideas. Next thing I come up is, what are we talking about first of all? Now, basically, like 4 things or 3 things that are coming up. That means we might see Battlefield 5, which is a little bit a different scenario because we have to deal with, again, another version of Battlefield 5 or Battlefield 4 coming up. Next, we have Battlefield 2143, and basically, this is something a little bit more futuristic. So that means we're basically going to the future. Even though Final Stand was released, this might be something that we might see a little bit different version of it, but it could be something else because we're not even exactly sure how it will be ending up as well too. Now, we don't have a sequel for Battlefield Hardline because basically we can't say sequel, otherwise we'll just ruin the game. But Battlefield Bad Company 3, BBC3, that thing comes on my head most of the time because when I'm watching Battlefield or hear something about 2016, it tells me Battlefield Bad Company 3. Something about Battlefield Bad Company 3, and I would like to hear that come out. Why? Because, even though it was developed by Danger Close, which was disbanded, another person will have another shot at making the game. Now, 3 developers can make the new Battlefield game, which will be in 2016. We're talking about, let's see, DICE LA, DICE Stockholm, and if I'm correct, Fistful Games. Now, Fistful Games is working on Hardline, Battlefield Hardline, and obviously we already know that we're seeing a good job, a very good job for Fistful Games developing Battlefield Hardline because we already get the hype, but you don't want to go too far into the game whatsoever. Now, DICE LA is already working on Battlefield 4 because they already know, the fixing bugs and stuff, get a little bit fixed and all that stuff whatsoever. They're trying, I don't know if they might be making a new DLC for Battlefield 4, but they already extended the calendar for Battlefield 4 to December 2015 exactly. But I was surprised to even hear that one so too. Now, DICE Stockholm, this is where they're making the new Mirror's Edge and Star Wars Battlefront. However, I'm not a big fan of Battlefront. I am a fan of Mirror's Edge, I can tell you that. Cause why? Come on, who doesn't like Mirror's Edge? If you don't like it, then screw you. Mirror's Edge 2 is gonna be coming out soon, as well as the new Star Wars Battlefront. So yeah, I don't know if I might play that, but I will be really hoping to see what these 3 developers will come out to make the new Battlefield game. Basically, if I had to do another video, we'll start it here, change my background. If I had to do another video talking about the next Battlefield game, and they already said the military style rules will be into the game, I would possibly put it back as in the next Battlefield game will be Battlefield by Company 3 or Battlefield 5. In other words, if I'm correct, if I don't want to ramble on a little bit, the detailing, like the storyline has to be so turning that you want to keep playing it. I mean, you ever get the feeling where you read a book and it's someone feels a little bit more interesting. Once you hear like part of it, then you want to keep turning more and more about what's gonna happen next. You get what I'm saying? Same for a game like that. That's the feel like that. For multiplayer, you talking about realistic, not realistic guns, but where your limbs are popping off, or your ribs are about to pop off your arm, ribs and legs, whatsoever. You get a headshot, pops ahead, and detailing the bullet detail, like a little more detail in certain aspects of the game. Exactly. Now, next thing that really comes to my head is that if this is gonna be returning to its military roots, then I hope I'm hearing a correct term for this. Whatsoever, I don't want to put too much hope into Battlefield Bad Company 3 or any other game yet. But that's the only way. That's the only way we can end up finding out, and that's when we have to hear the confirmation of a Battlefield title that we'll be hearing soon. But anyway, guys, my name is Straight Overlord. By the way, I am about to get out. I'll see you guys later. Remember, like I said, you can also use this class setup I'm using. I'll probably show you a picture or a snippet of what I'm using on, on the video, but don't worry, I'll leave it somewhat later. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the video, then go ahead and press the like button. If you're new to the channel, the subscribe button. Remember, you have 3 developers that might be working for the next Battlefield game, but they already got their hands tied. So we only have not much time. I mean, we have time. We have definitely a lot of time. So we just have to wait to see what they're gonna come up with. So anyway, guys, I'm out.